Welcome to our show.
Wait for me. I just pulled up.
Okay. You just got here?
Here I am.
I thought you said that you were ready.
I'm on it, babe.
Come on. Well, good morning.
I'm not perfect.
Or good afternoon.
Or good night.
Or good evening to you.
Hey, how are you? Nice to see you again.
Nice to see you too.
It's fabulous to be here.
It is.
Where are we this time?
You know what? Talk amongst yourself.
We're going to find out where we are, and we'll let you know. We're going to throw a dart at the dartboard and decide where we are.
We're in Mekong Delta today.
Wow, we went to Vietnam? We're in the Mekong?
That was good.
Well, I know about the war, so...
Oh, okay.
It was a Jeopardy question just last night.
Was
the main
it?
river that runs through Vietnam.
Well, you know what?
Was the Mekong, yeah.
Well, I have a Vietnam assistant now.
Cool.
Wait, a Vietnam assistant?
That works, whatever. You
Don't
need to modify your modifiers.
Sorry, that was very bad. I have a Vietnamese
there you go.
assistant.
That's the right one.
And I have a couple of Vietnamese very good friends.
Cool.
As you already know.
Yeah. Some of my best friends are Asians. I'm kidding. It's a joke. Yeah. I don't know anybody, pretty much.
Yeah, you do.
You're the only person I really know. So,
me?
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm the only person.
You I'm not too crazy about. Well, so we're in the Mekong Delta? What are we doing there? Are we fishing?
No, we're not fishing.
No? Are we staying in a 5-star hotel?
Yes.
Oh, thank God. Thank God for that.
We're
broadcasting from the lobby of the Best Western in the Mekong Delta.
And that is the 5-star hotel.
Wait, the Mekong Delta is in the water, so I guess we're not in the Mekong Delta. We're on the shore, on the banks of the Mekong. Okay.
Well, we're actually in a big, huge boat.
We're in a boat. Nice.
We're in a boat on the Mekong.
Yes, a paddle steamer.
No, not a paddle steamer. Nope.
I was watching a documentary on Mark.
Liner.
I was watching a documentary on Mark Twain. So I'm sorry, I get confused.
No, a cruise liner.
Oh,
Dan.
Nice. Hey, ba-dum-bum. Thank you for coming.
Woo!
These are the jokes, people. I don't dance. Well, she does, but I don't. So
he doesn't. I've actually never seen him dance.
I'm lucky to be walking.
I've seen you dance.
Yeah, well, that was a wedding, so
I've seen you dance, and you dance quite well too.
Yeah,
you had a boa on your around your neck.
I was making the bride laugh. So
you had a boa on your neck, and you had a girl's hat.
I'll do anything for a laugh. So. And the bride was cracking up, so she was just encouraging me.
And we will still continue to broadcast from the Mekong Delta, from the cruise liner on the beautiful
Mekong River in Vietnam. It's beautiful. Join us.
It's gorgeous.
We'd like to welcome the Vietnamese Tourist Bureau as our new sponsor.
Send us money.
So go to Vietnam. It's beautiful now. I guess, are we getting along with them now? We've restored diplomatic relations.
I'm getting along with them.
Yeah? I didn't mean individuals of Vietnamese descent. I meant the government itself.
Boy, that's another story.
That's a tough question for you, isn't it?
Yeah, because I don't know.
Yeah, who really knows?
And I know you'd like to think you know, and you can read all the
books
and
who
the
really
newspapers
knows?
and watch all the TV
I think we've restored
want.
diplomatic relations, but who knows what's going on? So.
But do we ever really know the truth to anything, though?
I think they want our tourist dollars. So.
Well, of course they do.
They need it. They started being nice to us. Yeah, they need it. Is what they need. Yeah, they need American
when
dollars.
We're talking about economy, American is the largest dollar maker in the world.
I just read in the paper that...
we're the only ones that make dollars.
Oh, yeah.
Did you get
Sorry,
it?
I missed that. Right over my head.
It's okay.
I read in the paper just a few days ago that the United States in a few years will spend more on its military than the rest of the world combined.
Wow.
That's what I said. That didn't seem right to me, but it could be.
Well,
we're still in Europe. We're still in Asia. We got soldiers all over the planet.
Well, yeah, we do because we are the what do they call us?
The world's lone superpower.
Yeah.
Yeah, they've even called us the hyperpower, which is the next stage.
The hyperpower.
The hyperpower.
Huh?
Yeah.
Well, it's good to be part of the hyperpower, though.
It's good to be king. Yeah.
It's not a bad thing.
No.
I wonder, since we have that opportunity, could we possibly utilize our hyperpower in other ways to really advance humanity?
I think we're doing a lot of good things all over the world. You can dispute that in individual cases, but I think for the most part we're doing a lot of good things all over the world.
Well, I would agree with you, but I would also say that we're doing a lot of bad things and a lot of things that I don't believe that are smart for us, and we're not keeping a checks and balance of our own corruption and what's in our own house.
It's human nature to be corrupt, so...
Well, do you think that we should actually work on changing that? Because
changing human nature?
Yeah, because I really don't think that human nature is meant to be corrupt. I do think given certain circumstances and... if we don't address certain things, that we might have the tendency to appear corrupt and horrible. But I really don't think in the long run most people are made up that way. I don't believe that that's really human nature. I think that that's something
Do you think it's human nature to be selfish?
Yes, I do think that. And I think that that's a good thing, actually.
Well, but
when you're talking about selfish.
Isn't the outgrowth of selfishness to ultimately become corrupt? Because if I'm selfish, then I don't really care about the consequences for other people.
No, that's not
I care
what
about the
selfish
consequences
means,
for myself.
But that's not what selfish means.
What
Selfish
doesn't
mean that
selfish
you don't. Selfish doesn't mean that you don't care about the consequences of other people.
It means that I care more about myself than I do about others.
Should we get a dictionary description?
It means that I care more about myself than I do about others.
Well, you cannot help others if you do not care about yourself. And if you do not understand how to care for yourself and all the things you need, you become quite a tyrant because actually you're pretty angry because you're not getting the things you need while you're helping other people. And then therefore you become corrupt as well from that venue as well. I think how our intentions and how we get there and how we process things and how we treat ourselves and how we treat other people, that's the evolution or the revolution.
Well, you're talking about Ayn Rand's concept of enlightened self-interest, which is different from selfish and self-absorbed.
Well, I didn't say self-absorbed. I don't think selfish and self-absorbed are the same thing.
I think they're synonyms.
Well, I don't. Should we get a dictionary?
Do you have one?
Yeah.
Oh, that makes good radio. Looking words up on the dictionary. But I mean, it's not really. It's just.
You think it's?
I mean, we can dispute.
Not relevant?
You can. Relevant? Yeah, it's not relevant. Did you just say relevant?
Yeah, I did.
Okay.
I wanted to say irrelevant, but
which isn't right either. The word is relevant, not relevant. Okay. All right. Let's get a dictionary. You need one. Okay. Yeah.
I do. Yeah. I need a couple dictionaries.
Yeah.
I need a pocket one so I can actually speak the English language.
I spent a lot of years looking words up. Even words that I thought I knew already, I would look them up just to be sure I knew what I was talking about. And I've read tons and tons and tons of books and articles and magazines, and I'd find words that I didn't know, and I would make lists of those words that I didn't know, and I would look those up. Just like in high school and elementary school when you have vocabulary. I did that most of my life.
Man, you were an exciting You were a thrill to be with.
It's not my goal to be a thrill. It's not my goal.
You were a partier.
My goal was to educate myself, and I've done that.
Okay, don't get all defensive.
No, it's funny.
Get on your high horse.
It was funny. Yeah, I'm a thrill a minute, basically. Yeah, me and my dictionary, we'll travel. Yeah. We'll entertain you. Yeah, yeah. I am no circus. I admit I am no circus clown. Okay.
But I have the dictionary.
I do know stuff now. I mean, that's the consequence of what I did, is I do know stuff now.
You're just a circus clown with a dictionary. Okay?
Now I'm a circus clown, yeah, with an education. Okay, I've switched careers. Now I'm the animal trainer and the high wire act and a circus clown. Dun, 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 dun. So please, people, laugh
Send
at
us
me.
money.
Yeah, send us money and laugh at me because I am a clown.
A dictionary clown. We'll call you the dictionary clown. You've now just been deemed.
Did we have a point?
No.
No. You were talking about what selfish means and how it's not the same as self-absorbed. And you're adjusting the word selfish to suggest it's in an appropriate and an enlightened way, where you satisfy your own needs, and in doing that, you develop a situation where you can help other people as well.
Yeah, and beyond that, Dan, it's that when you actually really give yourself what you need, you stop looking for other people to do that for you, and you really understand then, because a lot of things that I do may appear as if they're helping other people, but it's extremely selfish because it actually makes me feel good when I do that. when I'm doing something for other people, which could appear as if, wow, she's really good to other people or she's really generous, which could very well be the case, but it's a secondary action, or it's a secondary intention of where the true action came from, which was for me to feel good about myself and how I exist here in this planet, and what am I doing, what part am I doing in the evolution of humanity.
But see, you've developed a personality, and you've defined yourself by how you do good in the world. And
yes, that is very selfish.
To my mind, that isn't selfish.
I know it doesn't appear selfish.
Listen,
though.
Because you.
Oh no, you listen.
Because you have developed a personality, and you have defined yourself in such a way that you derive pleasure, you derive benefit from other people's benefit.
So would everybody
and
else.
That's not selfish.
But it is, though.
It's not, though. That's generous. That's empathetic. Empathy.
But I'm doing it for myself.
But you're not. But you're benefiting yourself by benefiting others.
Tremendously.
That's not selfish.
More than I possibly could if I just tried to do it just for me only. And
right.
If I did not
See,
think of other
selfish
people.
is when I don't consider the effect on other people. Selfish is when I do things for myself because I want stuff. It doesn't concern it doesn't concern itself with the benefit of other people.
Well, are you sure that once you start doing... See, for me, it didn't come the other way. In fact, I've had to examine that for myself because I've pretty much always been like that. But for me, the more that I started taking care of myself, it seemed that the more that I did for other people in a less controlling or manipulative way. Okay? I mean, a lot of people can do a lot of things for a lot of people in a very controlling and manipulative way. So when they give them something, they expect something else from them. And as I've become more selfish with my own needs and understanding the betrayal and the manipulation of people, and supposedly I'm going to do the quote thing, human nature, okay?
Mm-hmm.
I think what has happened, our human nature, it's not really our nature to be like that, the way being corrupt. We've only become that because of the circumstances and situations that we've been placed in and the pressure of the scenario of life presented out there. That's how we've become within the structure. You're
suggesting that life imitates art then? Do you understand that expression?
Life imitates art?
Yeah, instead of art imitating life.
I think it's both. Because I think that's one. I think our imagination and art is how we expand.
If you think about how the human history,
okay,
and what behaviors are rewarded, and
killing is rewarded.
Yeah.
Killing is rewarded greatly.
Yeah,
and it's really weird that killing is still
and
rewarded.
Dominance is rewarded.
And revered in
and
America.
Putting food in my mouth, I live.
Yeah.
Right. So, I mean, there are...
But see, it's not really about food anymore, is it?
No.
I mean, killing is not about putting food in my mouth. That's a direct response.
For some people it is.
Who?
All over the world, people are living without food. It's we're so blessed here in the United States of America.
But I'm saying, do they kill directly for food? Those people that are without that. That's what you're talking about. That's because that's not what we're really
Hunters
discussing.
Still do. Hunters are killing for food. When I kill my cow, aren't I killing for food?
When you kill your cow, I'm sorry, I don't kill any cows. I didn't know you were going to go kill a cow.
You didn't know I was a farmer and a rancher on the side?
I had no idea you were killing your own cows. Moo.
Moo, yeah. Thunk.
Yeah. Dan just killed a cow.
Oh, I'll take that one.
Yeah. I'll be eating that tonight.
Oh, he seems rather lifeless.
He seems rather lifeless. I'll just chop him up in small little pieces, please.
Yeah.
Yeah, you do that yourself, I see.
Well, no.
Okay, then.
Not me personally, because I don't have to. I mean, I pay someone else to do it.
What happened? We went off. We are on some mountain road, up some high hill with no outlet.
Look, I'm not worried about dead ends, okay? Because I can fly. All right?
Because you can fly.
You want to get down off this mountain? Let's jump.
Yeah,
you want to go somewhere else? We'll just jump off the mountain. What's the problem?
Oh, okay.
Did you want to go back to some subject we were actually talking about? Are you not happy with this tangent? Are you not happy with this dead end road up a mountain?
I just got lost for every word.
Okay.
I'm like at no outlet.
Segways are for children.
Yeah. Can I be 10 again?
You want to jump back to something else and we'll get off the cow thing?
I'm just trying to remember what we were talking about.
We were talking about what selfish means in human nature.
Aha.
Yeah. I still got it. Yeah.
I finally see a sign.
Okay.
Turn right.
Thank God for street signs.
So, but what I'm not understanding is why you're not grasping what I'm talking about with selfish, and when you really, maybe I'm obviously using the wrong word, because I think people say selfless, and I'm not selfless whatsoever. I feel more selfish because everything I do is to make Kassi Crews happy.
Well, this is a perfect example of how words mean different things to different people, and they mean different things in different circumstances. And you are using the best sense of the word selfish, because it can be used in a positive sense if your selfishness, if your self-interest is served by helping others. Because then selfish is okay.
But check this out. I think our human nature is that as long as we are really true to ourselves, that's the natural effect of really looking inside and making sure you get what you need. Because all of a sudden you realize that we are social creatures beyond belief. That is definitely part of our human nature. And that we create dynamics between relationships of different things that we need to fulfill. One of them is we all want to be loved, appreciated, valued, sense of belonging, sense of purpose.
Some people want to dominate.
Some people want to dominate.
Some people want to be dominated.
And some people want to be
dominated. Because then they don't have to think for themselves.
And that's okay.
Is it?
Yeah, it is.
It's okay to be a sheep?
It is, if they want to be.
Oh.
And as long as they're accepting.
But what if they don't know what they want and they're just operating out of instinct and cultural conditioning? It's not about what they want, it's just about what they feel is expected of them. What if they're being dominated by someone and they don't want to be?
Well, that's exactly what we're talking
then
about.
Then what are they supposed to do?
Education.
What if
things.
Maybe they're economic prisoners?
Well, that's what I'm saying. As long as if we keep our channels open and grow as a society, and we already have a lot. We have a lot of things in place. They're just not necessarily funded appropriately always.
Well, I don't know that it's government's responsibility.
Our educational system, I didn't say it was government's responsibility, but
well,
it is ours as a group. It is ours as a group. Oh. So however we decide to fund the educational system, that is what the key is.
I agree. Education.
You know, that's
we're
really
back to, we're back to personal responsibility.
Exactly.
Because at some point I can't force you to go to school anymore.
That's right.
When you're a kid, I can force you to go to school.
No, but there should be no.
You turn 20. I can't force you to go to school anymore.
There should be no forcing either. I don't think there should be any forcing.
You don't think children should be forced to go to school?
No, I don't.
Oh, I disagree.
I don't.
I think they need to be forced. I think children need to be taught how to do things, and they need to be forced to do things, or they won't do it.
Well, they do.
They won't make their bed. They won't take out the trash.
Well,
they won't clean up
do need
after
to be
themselves.
taught how to do things, but there's a motivation.
They need to be encouraged. Again, we're back to the definition of the word force.
Yeah, we are.
I'm not suggesting we smack them around if they.
I didn't say that.
If they look at me,
I didn't say that, but I don't think anybody that's going to be forced to do anything is really going to learn it anyway, and they're going to go kicking and screaming because that is human nature. That is human nature. However, if you
to rebel is human nature. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. But you just said we're social animals, and to conform is also human nature.
That's right.
You know,
humans. So what do we feed?
What
are we going to feed? What are we going to teach, and what are we going to give them? So which one are we going to feed? Are we going to feed the positive side of human nature, or are we
which
going to feed
one's positive?
Well, I don't think the forcing is positive because I think that
is it positive to conform or is it positive to rebel?
Neither.
So which one are we going to feed?
Because you're trying to trap me.
I'm not trying to trap you.
You're trying to trap me.
No, I'm not trying to trap. This isn't a trap. I'm not a trap. What am I? I'm not trying to trap anybody.
I can't get a trap sound.
It's not my intent to trap anybody. It is my intent to make a point that humans are much more complicated.
Than what?
Than what you're suggesting.
I'm not suggesting that they're any less complicated. What I'm suggesting is
individuals need to be treated as individuals, and whatever suits them. As far as sometimes conforming, but also teaching them that rebellion maybe isn't that bad a thing because they're thinking for themselves. You know, that's human nature, to be unpredictable. That's also human nature. And to defy authority. And sometimes that's a good thing to defy authority. Sometimes it's not a good thing. But you can't teach that in a structured way.
You can't teach what in a structured way?
You can't teach to question authority.
Why?
Because it would be anarchy. If a teacher tells a 6-year-old to question authority, suddenly the 6-year-old is going to question the teacher.
No, but she doesn't have to say it like that, because that's not really what we're talking about, to question authority. What we're discussing and what we should be enlightening them and sharing with them. See, the first things first, I want to go back to the forcing. I don't think anybody should be forced, because you know what? If we create an environment, people will want to do it. And that's what I'm talking about. Creating
It's not always the case.
But it would be.
No, it wouldn't be.
Yes. You know why?
Humans are more complicated than that. Some people need to be forced.
Check this out. If you make it an opportunity for somebody to advance themselves, for them to get something that they need, information, they don't have something, they need something, they want to figure something out, they're going to build a reward system. If we make the opportunity about that, that's why I think drugs should be illegal. They should all be legal.
I'm sorry. Oh, okay.
They should all be legal.
All drugs?
All drugs. Because you know what? If somebody wants it, they're going to get it anyway. First off, they're going to get it.
True.
That is the one thing about human nature that we all know. Whatever we decide.
But we also have murders.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Why do we have murderers, though?
Because people are crazy.
Why are people crazy?
Because nature tries everything, and some people are crazy and nonconformist and take the issue of dominance too far.
Are you sure? Because there's not some minor tweaks as human society that we might need to
Do you think
shift?
Society is responsible for the actions of an individual?
I think that all of us together shape our world. All of us together. Every single one of us. And we are all part.
So you're accepting some responsibility for the murders of children?
I have to.
That's bizarre.
Why?
Because
if I don't, then what can I do about it?
You can punish the murderers.
I don't even know who they are.
Well, let's find them and kill them.
I will tell you, I don't agree with keeping them up in a frickin' hotel called a prison.
Okay.
I don't agree with that. That costs $110 per inmate,
$110,000
a year. To keep them going,
bizarre.
And it's just wrong to me. That is wrong. That is so tweaked. And because we have a society of like that, that's why I believe we have more people, and also because that becomes their job now. You know, the people that are in the prison system, that's their job all their life. They go in and out. They go in and out, in and out, in and out.
You're talking about people in prison?
Yeah.
Oh.
They go in and out, and they go out for 5 months, and then they do something, and then they get caught back up in the system again, and that's their job, and then they're there most of their adult life. And I'm paying for a man to sit around and eat and watch television and work out and read.
What do you want to do with them?
I don't know, but not that.
Oh. Well, why don't you give us a call, and you can help Cassie flesh out her plans for prison reform.
Yeah, would you? But not that, because I just think that our taxes should go to actually helping them not be like that in the very beginning when they're kids. And I think it has to do with our educational process and our system and how we work with it. I mean, of course, do I think it's valuable, and do I think that the parents should make sure that their children go to school? I absolutely do. That also puts the pressure back on the parents to really parent their children and make sure that they are involved in their lives.
It doesn't take any special skills to make a baby.
No, it
Anybody
does not.
can make a baby.
I think we should change that.
It does take special skills to be a parent and be a good parent.
And you know what? Check this out. And I think also part of our educational system is not just about children. It's about parents and their children together. And I think some of them should go to classes together and school together to learn certain things about life skills. And it's a different type of schooling that I think that would be an educational system that truly is just beyond children and like arithmetic and English, but how to live in life, how to balance a checkbook, things in society on how to make things work. Because if you don't have those life skills, you go crazy, because it's a hard life. It's a very complex.
It is a hard life.
Complex.
Even with those life skills, it's a hard life.
It's a very complex world that we live in, and we have a lot of things at our fingertips, and the communication explosion is huge, and the opportunities for us is great. And, I just think that we need to jump to the next level, because I think we're at like kindergarten stage of our society. That's just how I feel about it, because of enlightenment anyway, because of the way that we treat our educational system and our teachers and that whole thing. We spend so much on the defense, which is important. I have my own things about it, but very important because I'm here because of it. So, and I'm glad that they're protecting us. And somebody comes and hurts me, I certainly want protection. Okay.
Okay.
So I'm grateful for that. But what I don't appreciate is that we spend all the money on the prison system and the judicial system, and it's all bogged down and it's not right, and just all the weird loopholes. You know, and we really end up spending a year on O.J. Simpson's trial and all that money, and he goes away free anyway, and you kind of knew that was going to happen because he has so much money, and it's just kind of weird, you know, and you know that he killed her, and it's just kind of strange, the whole thing.
I don't know what you expect the society to do. I don't know what changes you think should be implemented. I don't know.
I'm telling you.
Wow, really?
Yeah.
Cool.
Ready?
Yeah.
I think that we should reevaluate our educational system.
Ooh,
I personally
reevaluate.
Yeah.
That's controversial.
Don't think that
That's a controversial position. We should form a committee to write up a report.
I didn't say that. I didn't say that. We need to reevaluate.
Well, what do you mean by reevaluate? What does that mean?
We need to
What specifically do you think we should do? Oh, we should look at. Okay, that's different.
We need to look at exactly what is missing, which I think there's quite a few things missing, but I can't tell you until we actually open up everything and look at everything and see where all the funds are and re-examine everything about what's important and also what's really appropriate. This is the most important thing. We have to come up with a different philosophy of, listen, our children just need to make sure that they can read and write and have and speak good English. What they need to understand is how to have life skills so they can be good negotiators. They can understand how to have personal care for themselves and also how to take care of their body.
But that's
the right type of
parenting.
foods.
You want society to do that?
We have a lot of problems.
You want the school system to do that?
You ready?
Yeah.
There is hardly any good parents in life. I know a lot of them that aren't good, and it makes up for really messed up children that continue to live in society.
It's been like that forever, though.
Bingo.
What you want? You want?
I want us to
a
be
group
able
of wise men and women to impose some sort of new system.
No.
Do you want to post the 10 Commandments in school?
No, but I do think that we should be able to study religion in school, all types of religion.
We can study religion.
No, we cannot.
Yeah, sure we can.
Most school systems do not.
Only because it's too controversial.
That's right.
And because the parents don't want it.
You know
Who's
what?
we?
The parents, actually, they...
You just said because we something.
What?
Who the hell's we?
On what? What are you talking about?
I said the parents...
Where did you come from? Back off, dude! I just put the cross up, people. I put the cross up. Back off!
I said because it's too controversial and the parents don't want it.
And yes, really?
Really?
We don't want it?
I'm not a parent, are you?
No, but we don't want that kind of education for everybody to
Most
become
parents
tolerant
do not want comparative religion taught in the schools.
You know why?
Because it's controversial and it confuses the children from their own religion, from the parents' own religion.
And also then what happens when the children grow up and don't have any tolerance for another type of religion and then they go ahead and they kill somebody because of it?
Wow.
Then what happens?
You just called all religious people murderers.
No, I did not.
Okay.
No, I did
my
not.
mistake.
I called one child out of that whole scenario that basically didn't get an opportunity to become tolerant of any other religion.
But all religions say murder is wrong.
No, they don't.
Yeah, they do.
No, not if you kill in the name of the Lord.
Ah, it's okay to kill if they don't believe. It's okay to kill a non-believer.
It's okay to kill if they don't believe, and it's also okay to kill if something that you're doing in your religion says it's the right thing to do, and they've convinced you and brainwashed you that that's the right thing to do. Now, when you do comparative studies, if the parents are so afraid, okay, of information to their children, what is really being said to them, their children? You don't have a brain in your head to try to figure anything out. If I lay all the cards out on the table and give you all this information, we can have a discussion about it, and then you can come to your own conclusion as well, because you're going to come to the same conclusion I'm going to come to.
Right.
That all religions are based on the same thing. Okay? And then also all religions have a couple of things that they have in common that keep them separate. And if you do that comparative thing, what happens is they stop having such a hatred towards other people, and therefore somebody might not die when somebody becomes...
But all religions teach compassion.
Not all religions do.
Okay.
Do they?
Yeah.
No.
Yeah. Some individuals corrupt those religions.
Yeah, and they're not being taught then the right thing, are they?
Okay.
So basically now, if you're not being taught the right thing and you're being taught a skewed version of that by a parent who is skewed, what an opportunity.
You have a grand design But I don't know what the first step is.
I don't either, but that's
Okay.
why we're talking. Well, the first step is us talking about it. That's our first step. We're doing it right now, dude.
Oh,
Back
okay.
off, man. Get off my back.
Hey,
Get off my back. You're changing society.
You're the one with the grand design. I'm curious where our responsibility ends.
What do you mean? Our responsibility to what?
To our fellow man, to educate them.
Well, I think it's a shared responsibility by each one of us. We have to participate in it. It's not something from somebody else.
So first of all, I have to not kill people.
First, you have to not kill people, but really, actually, first you have to participate.
Even though, how about when some people deserve to die?
This is the key.
How about that?
Some people deserve to die based on what? Now? Why is that person deserving to die? What did he do?
They killed a family.
I'm killing him then. He's dead.
Well, there you go. Okay.
I believe an eye for an eye. That's just, I believe that.
Okay.
You know, and basically, I believe two things.
What if they're sick? The person who committed the crime, what if they're sick? What if they're retarded?
I'm sorry, I have to wipe them out. I have to wipe them out anyway.
Still got to clean. Still got to clean the slate.
I got to clean house.
I still got to wipe them up.
I'm sorry.
Still got to rid the world of cockroaches.
They tried, but they failed.
They're broken, so I have to terminate them.
Sorry.
Wow.
Cold?
Have you always felt that way?
No.
No. Wow. I mean, I don't want to mislead you and suggest that I don't agree, because I do agree.
I know you just want to be the devil's advocate.
But
bring it on, buddy. Bring it on, Mr. Devil.
I just want to pin you down to where you stand, and then ask you to justify some of those things.
Well, of course,
just
you do,
because that's how I think.
I know.
I mean, I don't just do it with you. I do it with myself as well.
I know, but you have a certain style, and that's what we're. That's what I'm.
And my style is communication and education.
Okay, so why do you have any issue with me talking to you about saying the way that we educate ourselves here? It's I want to say it's a little philosophically dry.
Wow. I have no idea what that means.
I'm going to see if I can actually, I know I had to look for the word.
Philosophically dry. Wow, like a martini.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Philosophically dry.
Yeah.
But we're not drinking. That's why we all drink, though, because we really need to.
I am.
Yeah. I guess it's because of the way that...
I have to go to the bathroom, too.
Dang.
And I'm hot. No, I'm kidding. Go ahead.
I guess it's because of the way that I was raised.
Poorly?
Yes.
Yeah.
Very poorly.
Yeah.
Grew up poor financially. My dad was not financially poor, but I did not reap any benefit of that because my father spent it on alcohol and cigarettes and women. Oh, my father. Like it's not yours.
The rest of it he wasted.
For him, it wasn't a waste. For him, that is what he decided to do with it. And he also chose, check this out, he chose cigarettes and alcohol and women over me.
Over all his children. He dropped dead when he was 43. I consider that a lifestyle choice.
It's a lifestyle choice, and he chose that.
I call it socially acceptable suicide.
It is.
Drinking and smoking yourself to an early grave.
And how many people do that?
It's very common.
It's very common. Why?
It's very common because people are desperate.
Why are they desperate?
Because it's a tough life.
Because
living ain't easy.
Yeah,
that's
and
why.
You know why I believe?
And a lot of them don't want to deal with their problems. They want to avoid their problems.
They want to avoid it. And you know what? That's what I'm saying. That's what education is about. That's the philosophical education to make it wet again. Let's get our philosophical education.
So what do you want to teach them? That life is hard?
No.
And to keep trying and never give up?
I want to basically...
And educate themselves?
Educate themselves, but also I want to be
Give a man a fish. Teach a man to fish.
Let's see.
Right.
Should I say a sentence, people? Do you think he'll let me speak yet? What do you think? What do you think? Vote.
Vote now. Hey, you want me to shut up? Just tell me to shut up. You just have to say it nicely, and I will.
That's what I'm talking about, a different philosophy of the way we educate ourselves. Parents learning parenting skills by going to school with their children because they want to enrich themselves.
But what if they don't want to?
Well, if they don't want to...
What if they want you to leave them alone?
Then, you know what? That'll be because America is the land of the free.
Right.
Then they should be able to be left alone. And it would be a shame when they are a blemish to society, and it will be very easy to find out who that is then if they're not conforming to something to create happiness for themselves. Now, if being left alone will create happiness for them, and they're a good citizen, and they're good family, and they work well within everything, leave them alone.
But what if they're not a good citizen?
Then we kill them.
Well, that seems kind of harsh.
Nope, you're dead. Bye.
Wow. And you didn't want to force people to doing something, but killing them is okay.
Well, if they're not...
Well, we're going to have to really expand our prison system then, aren't we?
No.
No?
No prison system.
No prison? Just kill them where
dead.
they stand?
They're dead.
Okay, she's kidding, people. She's kidding, okay?
Send us money.
Yeah, send us money. No death threats, please. Yeah. She's kidding. I'm quite sure she's kidding. Pretty sure. Kind of sure? Tell me you're kidding. Convince me you're kidding.
Convince me now. I have to convince you now.
Look, it would be great if a committee of 100 wise and compassionate men and women.
No, I don't think a committee. I think that we all have to participate. We all have to participate. We all have to be able to.
Look, the committee can be 1 million people. I'm not putting any limits on the number of people involved.
Do you remember when we were at Friends? How well we all got along because we were all in a community together.
It was 100. It was 100. It was 200 people.
It was a microcosm of how we should be together.
But that's not how
people.
Life is. It was a closed community.
That's right, and it worked.
But it was only a few hundred people.
It's a microcosm
who shared a common goal.
Right? Should
and
we
life
not share
isn't
a
like that.
Should we
That's
not
how
all
the
share
world
a common
is.
goal?
Yes, we should.
And wait a second.
Sounds like somebody's got a case of the spostas. Yes, it would be great if we all shared a common goal, but we don't.
I think we do.
There's a lot of evil in the world. There's a lot of bad in the world. There's a lot of mediocre in the world. There's a lot of desperation in the world.
I agree, but I think we share a common goal right now.
What's our goal?
We all want to be loved.
How about if I just want money?
But you know what though? I don't think that is. I
don't believe in love.
I think money is a really important thing.
But we don't all want to be loved. Some people just want to dominate. Some people want to control.
Wait a second. When they dominate, why do they want to dominate?
Because it's fun to treat other people like puppets.
No, I don't think so.
I think so.
It's because they want to be admired.
So you have your perspective, and I respect that. Really, I do. Because you're an intelligent, articulate, compassionate woman. But I also have another perspective. And my perspective is one of dominance. Because I'm a large man, different things are expected of me. I am expected to dominate. And I do when it serves me. And I understand the rush that you get from controlling people. I mean, I am also educated and articulate and compassionate. And I try and use my strength and my power and my education to serve others. Because that is how I wish to be remembered. But not everybody thinks that way. A lot of people are focused on controlling others because it serves them. Because it suits them. Because they get what they want and what they need from that.
Why?
And it's not love. It's dominance.
Why?
And often it's sex.
Why?
Because that's what they want.
And what do you think that those two things are filling inside the emotional person, inside the human being? What do you think those two...
Look, it would be great if we could put on summer dresses and sing Kumbaya by the campfire. Okay? You get me a dress big enough, I'll wear the damn thing.
Hold my hand.
I will. But the fact is, not all people are like that. The world is not... That's got to go on the sound effects thing. There's evil in the world.
I know that
and
there
is.
And it is
the responsibility
but I'm going to ask you a question, and I'm going to keep asking this until you give me the right answer.
Until I give you your answer. And it's not the right answer. It's your answer.
I'm kidding with you. The right answer.
Okay.
I take it all seriously. Oh, my God. You're still going to be the right answer.
Kumbaya.
Let's start the campfire. That was my fire sound effect. That was very bad.
Sounded more like demons. I think that sounded like the sound effect from the last M. Night Shyamalan movie. Sounded like the sound effect from the last M. Night Shyamalan where the aliens are coming to get you.
I believe that people do the men do violence and the dominance and that whole pounding the chest.
Right.
It makes them feel good about themselves. Therefore, they can be admired, which actually equals love, in quotes, admired by other people. Mainly, hopefully, because they also have a very huge sex drive, because you said the two things, by a female so they can get sex. So don't think for 1 second, and I know that you're taking it out of context because men usually tend to separate from their emotions totally. I believe the reason why there is dominance and the sex thing is because that's what makes them feel love, feel good, feel accepted, feel valued.
You might be right for a lot of people, but you're also wrong for some people.
We kill those people.
Sure, it's easy for you. Just kill. Yeah. You got that's your solution for everything, isn't it?
We just kill them. Cut them out.
She's kidding, people. She's kidding. I'm pretty sure.
Yeah.
I'm kind of sure. Yeah. She's kidding. There is evil in the world.
I know that
and
there
nature
is.
nature
how
tries
to combat that.
Nature
to combat
tries
evil,
everything.
Though. But how to combat evil?
I think we're doing that.
Well, we are attempting to do that, and we continue to go in that direction.
Yeah.
And then the next step that we're going towards is what I'm saying is more information, more information, more education,
and
more
personal responsibility.
But more different types of education that we've never done before. That's bringing the philosophical wet section back to education.
I still have no idea what the wet and dry thing is.
I don't either, but it sounded kind of sexual, so I was kind of going with it.
Wow.
The dry.
Okay.
You're dried up. Oh, somebody's knocking at the door.
You think?
Yeah, because somebody's here.
Oh, okay. Who's here?
Hey, so
we're back.
Well, we
who was it
answered
at the door?
You know who it is?
No.
It's Erik and Mersing.
Oh, hi, Erik and Mersing.
Hi.
Hello.
They stopped by on the little boat that came up to our cruiser.
It was more like a raft.
A little raft. How was it out there?
It was very beautiful, besides the water moccasin that bit my toe.
Wow. I think we have to address that right away, Erik.
Medic. Maybe that was your cat, actually.
The cat on the Mekong Delta. Yes, it is a good thing. Cats love water. My cats do love water, by the way. They came by to say hi to us on the Mekong Delta.
And to get some furniture, right?
Of course.
And to pick up some furniture. It was,
pick up some furniture.
Just a simple drive-by, can I borrow some sugar kind of stuff.
Right.
Neighborly stuff. Mersing wants to say something. I can tell.
I want to borrow some milk.
But we'll bring it back, I promise.
Sorry, all out of that. But I've got some coffee tables and some couches and some beds you can take.
It's a clearing sale.
Which is why we're here, of course.
Right. Well, thanks for coming.
Thanks for coming.
Thanks for being on.
You're so welcome.
See you guys later.
See ya.
Okay.
Hey, they're already saying goodbye to us.
I love my life.
They stopped by.
Got any lotion?
That's not random.
Wait a second. Huh? Wait a second. I lost.
Just keep going. Just keep going. Don't back up.
Wait, but I
Pay no attention to the man behind the curtain. Just keep going.
But he said something really important. He said he loves his life.
Uh-huh.
And then he said he wants some lotion.
Yeah. You don't understand that reference?
Why
Why don't you explain it to you off the air? How about that?
Were we talking about the bed? Was it in reference to the bed?
I don't know.
Let's ask him.
I don't care.
I
don't want to know.
Since he's in
Ignorance
the room.
is bliss. I'm going to stay this way.
Oh,
These
no.
are details about him I don't wish to know.
You are far beyond ignorant. Far beyond. So what's the lotion for, Erik?
In actuality, it was a comment written on my elevator, and I actually don't know what the comment is. I just thought it'd be something funny
to say.
Yeah.
And it was. It gave us 15, 20 seconds of material.
Yeah,
so.
exactly.
Yeah. Thanks for coming.
But I'm thinking if you
bumper stickers are good. Let's go with bumper stickers.
If you actually got that from the elevator, though, I need lotion. I have a feeling I know what that one's for. Dead silence on everybody's part. Thank you for that.
Like,
we were waiting for further enlightenment from you.
You know what? There's actually a story behind that little sentence that we saw, because it was me and Mersing. Actually,
You wrote it?
No.
And you guys needed lotion when you were in the elevator because you were having some big sexual encounter in the elevator.
It could have been that until something happened.
Could have been, but no.
Maybe
that never
but not
happens for me. Please help me, somebody. No, what was happening was they were filming a movie with Ashton Kutcher in it.
Oh, really?
Yeah, and we walked out and we saw Ashton, whatever. We said hi. We came back in the elevator, and that was written on the door. So
And Ashton's the one who
we
wrote it.
believe so. Yeah.
He wrote that I need lotion.
Yes.
Well, he
Allegedly.
Allegedly.
Yeah.
Well, it either could be for a sexual encounter with Demi that he needed lotion for, or for his hand, or really just for his skin because it was dry.
There's really no telling, is there?
Nope.
Yeah.
And I think only Erik and Mersing can tell us the truth.
Well, they don't know either because they didn't write it.
Oh,
See?
damn. See?
Yeah.
Oh, we're back to that again.
Yeah.
I don't think we're ever going to figure the lotion one out.
Let's move on.
But can we talk about Erik loving himself?
No, he said he loves life.
Oh,
No, I said I love my life.
Yeah,
yeah.
which is great.
Is it really?
Yeah. It isn't? You love your life and you're miserable about
At the
it?
same time,
Yeah,
yes.
yeah. How unfortunate for you that you love your life.
It'll all be over soon.
Yeah. There'll be plenty of time to be dead. So.
There'll be plenty of time. But how old are you? Though you're not even close
What are
to
you, like
that.
15,
right?
16 years old?
Oh my God, no, Dan. Come on, he's
It
driving.
was a
Come
joke.
on now.
Okay.
22.
He's 22.
He's 22.
Just a kid.
I don't think he feels like just a
Who are
kid
you voting
himself.
I'm voting for Carrie. Sorry.
Who are you voting for? Who are you voting for?
For the devil in disguise.
Let's just find out why he's voting for Carrie.
Let's not talk politics right now. This probably isn't a good time.
Why?
Oh, yeah, that's right. That's what we're doing here.
Wait a second.
My mistake.
When else should
When
we talk
would be
about
a good time?
Yeah.
After the election, let's talk politics.
Can we talk
Yeah.
politics and lotion? How do
Only
politics-
cigars and politics go together.
Well, you have every right to vote for anybody you choose to.
But why are you
that's the nature.
disappointed in?
But I think the voting age should be raised to 35.
You're not liking where the 22-year-olds would stand.
No, he has every right to vote for anybody who wants to. I mean, that's how it works. So.
But we want to know who you're voting for, Dan, and why did you pishot him on his pick?
Kerry makes he's just making promises for everybody for all things. He's going to be all things to all people, and he's not going to raise taxes to do it. And he's just, to me, he's just a typical politician.
And what do you think
I
George Bush
think
is?
George Bush is marginally better. I don't see them as opposite ends of the two extremes. I don't see it that way.
Right.
John Kerry isn't the devil and George Bush isn't the savior, and the opposite isn't true either.
Right.
George Bush is not a murderer. He's not a Nazi. He's not Hitler. Right. And John Kerry isn't the savior of all humankind.
Well, that would be an
You
impossibility.
got to think of it, though,
because there's only one Messiah.
not the president.
And that's a whole other issue. I just think George Bush is marginally better. John
gotta
Kerry's
think
been a
about
politician his whole life.
Presidents in general, politicians in general, they're not exactly the best people.
They're
to
all
walk
it's
the
all
earth.
they're
They're
all
crooked.
it's all corrupt.
So I
yeah,
mean, but
it's a corrupt system. So.
You got to think about it this way: is that Kerry will actually do something about the war that's really not going anywhere. I think he might pull away from that, and maybe might give us younger folks who have to come to, my girlfriend's boss's house to pick up furniture who need money, maybe a little break.
You think John?
Because the Republican world is for people with money, and those young people who don't have any of it.
But you think
George
of it that
Bush
way?
cut taxes. I mean, what do you want?
But do
I
you
don't
think
see
of it?
any tax cuts.
You
do you
didn't
think of it
get a
that way?
$300 check
Well,
on
we
the
just
tax
came,
cut?
No, he didn't get one.
Because we're from,
I didn't get
we're
a
actually
$300.
from Texas. We just moved up here a few months
We
ago.
didn't get I didn't get a $300 check.
didn't
You
get
got a
a
$300
$300
check?
You didn't?
I think you have to make
Hey, did you get a $300
$100,000
check?
per year.
That's a long story. But,
Did you get one?
well, that's a long story.
What?
I owe the money to the feds already. So
Ooh.
from a while back. So
Bad
that's
boy.
different. Yeah.
Fed bad boy.
So I guess nobody in the room got the check.
No. So I don't know what
But
check
see
we're
that-
talking about, but hey, I want to know what check you're talking about because
Well,
I think I should
you didn't
deserve
get a
some
check
damn
because
check.
you pay the government at the end of the year.
I give them a hell of a lot of money.
You
They
send them
take-
money at the end of the year.
No, not at the end of the year. Throughout the year, because they take about 45% of my income. They suck. And when you talk,
You
about
also send them money at the end of the year. That's why you didn't get a refund check.
There's probably
It's
stipulations
because you
that
send
go
them
with the
money
check.
instead of getting a refund. That's why.
sometimes.
I think George Bush has shown a great deal of leadership in the world, and Iraq was not a mistake just because we didn't find weapons of mass destruction. Saddam Hussein was a murderer and needed to be removed from power.
Yes.
And I think you did the right thing. And
it really, I'm not too hardcore on either one because in all honesty, as long as I'm happy with the way life is going, hey, that's fine. and I think that just George Bush in general has he's made a couple of mistakes, and
What do you think his
America
mistakes
has
are?
no respect in this world, right? Through a lot of countries.
The other countries have no respect for America. You mean?
I don't care what I don't care what a bunch of foreigners think.
Backwards. Yeah.
Watch
We're
out,
all
foreign
foreigners.
aid. Watch out, foreign aid.
That's what's so stupid about
Some
the
of
rest
those
of the
people
world
might be
is
funding
we
us here.
feed them, and then they're mad at us for not feeding them some more.
See, that's why there's really not. I'm not too stuck on either end.
Yeah.
So whatever.
So you and I will talk, and I'll sway you.
Yeah.
Oh,
Well, then
I think
This is after I come back with a couple of black eyes.
if
maybe.
not, no, I'm a peace loving guy. I ain't gonna.
no, but you know what I think is
Politics.
interesting is that I think Carrie is appealing to the younger audience because
She just thinks he's sexy.
really.
Not John Kerry, John Edwards. Right? Nobody thinks John Kerry is sexy.
But do you,
Great legs.
yeah.
He looks like Lurch from the Addams Family.
But it's the reason why you are more inclined to vote for Kerry because he's giving you hope that there may be a change or a shift, or is he giving you some insight that there is an opportunity for something else to be done besides what's being done?
It's maybe like an opportunity to clean up the mess that has already been started.
Do you feel that he has, with what you've seen, the ability or the skill to be able to do that?
I don't know. Honestly,
Yeah, that's hard to know.
I think all
that is
politicians
a rare
promise everything.
that is a great
and
answer and a
deliver
rare
about
moment of
30%,
honesty.
So, yeah.
Boy, you guys both talked at the same time, so nobody got to hear either one.
So
you
you
guys canceled
you
each
say
other
what you
out,
said
so.
again.
I don't remember what I said. Always
Shut up
living in the
next time.
moment.
Just a minute ago.
It's over now.
All right,
Let it go.
the voting age should be raised to 35. No offense to you.
So how old till you get there? How much longer? How old? How much longer? How old are you? 32?
Me?
Yeah.
I turned 41 this year.
So that's the new 31.
Except we're not supposed to tell our ages. We're supposed to act young and sound young. Nobody ever talks about their ages.
I
I
think
can see
it's
the ratings dropping.
yeah.
Yeah, there you go. So
They're already
we
going.
lost the youth audience all of a sudden.
Sorry, it's
Yeah.
already gone.
Yeah,
Actually,
we need you
I
on more to capture the youth audience. Yeah.
I don't really think that's true. You know why? Because I believe.
So
that
we
are-
need to edit out the part where I said my age.
Yeah, we'll cut it out.
Yeah,
We'll
we need
go
to
bleep.
cut that out.
Yeah, so nobody could know,
Yeah.
and then nobody will know what we're
'Cause I'm
talking about.
Forever 22.
Yeah, right. I think it's wonderful that we age. I think that we should embrace it. I think that we should state it. I think we should be proud of it because that means every year.
Only old
that
people
we're...
think that.
Oh,
I went too far, didn't I? I
Damn.
went too far, didn't I? I'm
I'm
sorry.
a little older than you, but not that much older. Okay,
I
a
went-
little teeny bit
I
older.
went too far. I apologize for my outburst.
Yeah, do
Yeah,
you?
yeah.
I bet. You will be slapped later. Okay, or right now.
Okay, yeah, now it's good. Yeah. Very soon later. Later immediately. Yeah.
Where are my sound effects when I
Yeah,
really need
really.
them? Damn. But I think that
Have you
it
made a
is-
decision about who you're going to vote for?
Oh, I'm not going to tell you guys. I never
not?
I never talk about taboo subjects with people I care about.
I had a conversation one time with.
I'm sorry. I never talk about things that really matter.
I was in a.
Somebody's alter ego is coming out.
I was in a rental house in Big Bear one time with a bunch of coworkers. The boss had paid for a ski trip, and an older guy, my age, a little older than me actually, he and I were having a conversation about religion. And one of the kids that was there, he says, "You guys can't talk about this. What are you doing? You guys going to get in a fight?" I says, if we can't talk about the things that matter, then why are we talking? We're just going to small talk for the rest of our lives? We need to talk about the things that matter. Maybe if we're both calm and we're both collected and we're both mature, maybe I can learn something from him. Maybe he can learn something from me. It's important that we talk about the things that matter. And the kid got a screwy look on his face. Says, "Oh, okay," and he went off, and I think he smoked a joint or something. So,
I disagree.
with what parts did I say?
All of them.
All of it? I didn't actually stay in a rental house in Big Bear? Is that the
Nope.
part you're disagreeing with?
Yes.
Okay.
And also, I don't think we should ever talk about anything that matters.
Let's just stay light and fluffy and small talk
fluffy
forever.
And small talk because that
put on
way
summer dresses and
people
sing
can
Kumbaya.
stay corrupt and take advantage of us. Kumbaya. Come on, Eric. Hold our hand. Hold our
Oh
hands.
no.
Come on, hold the hand.
Not for the peace right now.
Kumbaya, kumbaya.
I think it's funny how peace rallies, they all turn to violence eventually. Yeah, I got a big kick out of it. It was some peace rally in D.C., and they wound up in a fist fight with the police.
And then next thing you know, they're throwing rubber bullets.
Yeah.
Everybody's getting hit in the face.
This was your peaceful rally. You're attacking the
Soccer
cops.
game.
Really, we have to be able to talk about really taboo subjects, which we have to be able to talk about politics with each other, your family and your friends. I know somebody the other night, I went and visited them, and they were so upset. They just hung up from a friend, talking to a friend for an hour, and they got in a fight about the politics. They were watching something about the Democratic Convention, and they just got in a huge argument about it. And I think that we have to be able to broach the subjects with each other, to talk about things, and to not be able to be mad, to get to a place where we don't have to be mad or angry to have a discussion because you disagree with me or we don't see things the same way. But how do we really be able to discuss that? Because
men of good conscience can disagree.
Men of good conscience can.
I agree.
And so then...
If we agree, then why are we fighting?
But good one, Eric. Good one. But I think what's important is that we all have a place and a way to find information that
it requires
not
a remarkable level of maturity
religion,
to stay
politics,
engaged with the issue instead of resort to hostility and screaming,
or to ignore them and not discuss them,
and also
say
ad
that they're
hominem
taboo
attacks,
subjects.
which is where I attack someone's personality and who they are instead of dealing with the issue itself. It's very common. So it does require a great deal of maturity.
So what I want to know is,
where does that leave us?
You stupid fathead. I hate you.
What do you call us?
I'm not quite sure, but I think he called us stupid.
Stupid something. Stupid what? Or don't you remember?
I forgot.
See? It was a second ago.
Yeah. See how it is?
Yeah.
See how it is when you're young? When you're older, you remember everything.
Where do you get that from?
I do.
You just remember it wrong, though.
Oh.
She's telling me stuff about my childhood. No, it wasn't. You just remember it wrong.
You didn't stay at that Big Bear house. You did not rent that Big Bear house. I know you didn't.
Quite sure I was there.
What I want to know, though, is because Carrie's hot in your mind, and you really think that he actually might have the opportunity to clean house, right?
Yes.
Is that because he's a Democrat, and you are picking that because of the platform that he's a Democrat, or because of truly what he has said and what you've heard him say?
Well, I'm not Democrat or Republican, not anything, just pretty much vote for what I think is best. You could either let Bush try to clean up the mess he created or let someone else with new ideas come in. Pretty much, I mean, the country's fine in my eyes for what I'm not hardcore into the politic thing. Politics there's a lot of corruption, and I just don't like to get involved in it. I like happy people. I like to rent movies, drink beer, hang out with friends.
Party. You're a partier.
Yeah, I don't
He's
know.
22.
You're a drunkard. You're a drunkard.
I thought we weren't going to attack each other.
Yeah,
okay?
I thought we were going to attack him. Yeah.
That's right. Sorry, I take that back.
He's 22. He's having a good life. He loves his life.
And then, I'm Christian as well, and, politics is just a lot of evil crap goes on. Let's leave it to them to handle it. Just whatever I think is best. Maybe, whatever. I saw Fahrenheit 9/11. Anybody want to talk about that?
I didn't see it. Was it good?
I didn't see it either.
Was it good?
It's a lot of editing. I think that he was good at telling the story.
Right. But
how true was it? I don't know.
That's the point.
Well, we could never know.
But there was interviews with Bush that he had done, which was impossible to edit because there's no way you could have faked what he said. He said a lot of just dumb crap.
He's not that bright a guy.
No, he's not. Do you want a not that bright a guy president of your country? I mean,
yeah, Dan.
Come on now.
I don't think John Kerry's that bright either. I think they're both.
He seems a little quicker than.
He speaks
Bush.
a little better.
Do you know who I think?
But he also says some pretty stupid things.
Do you know who I think should run for president?
Who? Me?
Me.
Oh!
It took my joke away from you, man.
It's unlikely that there will be a woman president in our lifetimes.
What?
I think I should run for president. You can pull the strings.
Okay.
Okay, I'll be your puppet.
I'll be the puppet master.
Yeah, that'll be good.
I am the puppet master.
You know that black guy that was at the convention, Barack Obama? Did you see his speech at all? No? That black.
No.
I can't think of what state he's from, but he's a new senator. He's an up and comer.
Is he a good speaker?
Yeah, very good speaker, and he's an up and comer. He has actually admitted to smoking pot and snorting cocaine. I think that's
a first step.
I think that's quite a step.
That's bold because everybody in the White
Right.
House is probably
Right. I mean,
snorted
even
a couple of lines.
Yeah,
Well,
even-
they've all
even-
done it. It's just how do
Yeah.
we start talking about the truth with each other? And that's what I was talking about. I'm going to round robin this right now because you weren't.
You're doing what?
Round robin.
Round
Look, we're
robin.
not rounded any
I thought,
robins.
I thought that
around
was
here,
I
okay?
thought that was a restaurant.
Rockin' it.
Yeah, I thought oh, Red Robin. My
It's
mistake.
Red, it's Rockin' Robin. We're Rockin' Robin
Oh, yeah.
now.
We're back to food. Yeah, I thought that was a bad song. So,
Yeah, it was a bad
yeah.
song and good food.
And good food.
That's Red Robin.
Okay.
Send us money.
Red.
We love.
I'd like to welcome
Red
our new
Robin.
sponsor.
Red Robin. Go get some food there. They're good. I get the Paradise Bird, which I love.
Too much information.
Send us money,
Send us money. Please. Say please.
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 But what I want to say is that I'm going to bring this around to what we were talking about in the beginning when Erik wasn't with us yet, but he's joined us, and now I forgot what I was going to say because
Bummer.
we're talking about
I was talking
Robin
about a
too
black
much.
guy smoking crack.
I was hoping you would get back to the lotion and the love and life. I thought we were getting back to the beginning of the conversation.
We were talking about politics and
And what I wanted to say was nothing important, obviously.
well, thanks for coming.
Thanks for showing up.
I'd like to welcome the new host
No.
for our show because
What we were talking about
apparently,
was
apparently
the
you're out of
Phyllis-
ideas.
Exactly. See you guys later. Bye.
Bye.
Mersing, you're taking over now.
Yeah, can you run this boat? Can you
We're-
steer this boat upriver?
What we were talking about was coming up with new philosophical ways of thinking of education and how we educate ourselves as human beings, and that is one of them. Being able to talk about politics, being able to talk about the truth that we've done drugs, we've all done drugs, we've tested them. When we get repressed or certain people say certain things to you to try to say don't do this, that's why I think I'm a firm believer in having all drugs be legal, because if you're going to be that stupid, kill yourself off, man. We don't need you. Move over for the next person. I was in a lot of killing today, by the way. So
Just
Erik
wanted to
and-
kill everybody who
I wanted to kill
disagreed
everybody. Anybody that didn't fit into the utopia, you're out
to
of
her
here.
plan. Yeah.
Hey, you know what? Now that I'm thinking about it, I remembered something that kind of shocked me about Bush.
What?
I don't remember. No, just joking. I got it. You know that? Okay, I don't know the name of it, but you know, whenever a president gets inaugurated, they do that little drive down by the White House.
Okay.
Do you know what I'm talking
A
about?
parade?
Is it a parade? But what is it called?
I don't know.
Okay.
An inauguration parade.
Inauguration parade.
That doesn't sound right either, but go ahead.
Are you
Well,
sure?
okay, I don't know the tech.
Wait, it's a parade for the inauguration. What do you think?
I don't think it was a parade. He's not talking about
It's
a parade.
not the gay parade. I don't think.
I don't think he's
come
talking
on,
about a
stop
parade.
it.
I don't think he's talking about
Okay,
a parade.
you know that George Bush got
Lesbians
egged?
don't talk like that.
He's the only president in history to ever get egged
Okay.
at his own inauguration
Oh.
parade.
Okay.
Whatever it was.
Right.
Gays were out throwing eggs at him.
And
Is
you
that
know,
what you're
yeah.
saying?
dead people voted,
Dead people voted
and a lot of black votes didn't go through. They
because of the Florida whole scandal.
The Florida-
is what
Florida
you're talking
thing,
about.
yeah.
There was a whole Florida scandal, which
So,
we all
see?
know that didn't really get
So,
uncovered properly.
I mean, just
Wow.
thinking.
Hey, you're thinking out loud. Maybe
I'm
it
not
was
sure
George
what
Bush.
I'm not sure what his point was, but go
I
ahead.
think
I'm
he's
not sure.
thinking.
I'm
hey,
thinking that something's crooked here.
Yeah. So what do you think about that, Dan?
What
Carrie.
did it say about that?
Well, then
Carrie hater.
Kathleen Harris should be in jail then, right?
Carrie hater.
Anybody know who Anybody know who Kathleen Harris is?
No.
No, of course not.
Who is she? wait, Mersing knows who she is. Do
No?
you know?
Nothing?
No. Okay.
Nothing.
Who is
Okay.
she?
Kathleen Harris was the Secretary of State who certified the election in Florida.
So
I'm sorry, the State Secretary, not the Secretary of
How
State.
many
Was she
people
best
know who
friends with
Whitney
George
McNally
Bush?
is?
She was a campaign manager for George Bush.
a little
Yeah,
biased.
Kathleen Harris is her name.
A little biased.
Well,
on
his
that.
brother Jeb Bush is the governor of Florida.
A little biased. So shouldn't there be another
It,
person
it was
coming into
it
the
was
third
the
party?
it was the
kind of
Supreme
looking-
Court that decided.
Okay.
It was
And we
the
have to
Supreme
just-
Court.
We have to be okay and be quiet
Yeah,
about it then.
it was the Supreme. If you want to dispute the 2000 election, that's your prerogative. But
I'm just saying.
that's
like
old.
I said, I don't know much about
So
politics.
that's frankly old news. Okay.
He got egged.
Yeah. So did Schwarzenegger. Schwarzenegger got egged at his
Did
inauguration.
he? I'm sorry for
Yeah.
that because
Or one-
He's
not-
pretty good. Actually.
he wants to clean house.
He's pretty good.
He's a smart guy. Yeah. What do I know? Come on.
I love that.
Give him some support.
His qualifications? He's a smart guy.
His qualifications is he's
Did
a
you
good...
see him in Terminator?
Exactly.
I love
His
that movie.
qualifications... Exactly.
Hello.
Why not?
T3. I love that.
His qualifications are far beyond belief. He is a Terminator. He will kill you. Oh, wait, here we come back on my theme
Yeah,
today.
there you go.
Okay, well, I just want to say thanks to Erik and Mersing for coming
Thanks for
by.
coming.
You're welcome.
You're welcome.
Dan, thanks again.
See you next
for,
week.
Again. Sheesh.
Jeez. What are you going to thank me for?
I was going to thank you for being here with me.
Oh, okay. Well, I don't think you need to thank me for that.
Okay, damn it.
That's pretty much a gimme.
Oh, I can't say that. Oh, yeah, I can. I'm on my own network. I can say whatever I dang well please.
Send us
wait.
$1.
At least 2.
Okay.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Have a great day, everybody.
Bye.
Be
Peace
super
and
to
love.
everybody, okay?
Peace out.
Peace out.
Lee.
Yeah. Train.